what this series is. This is a series I do on my TikTok where I randomly pick a page out of this book, which is called Regrettable Superhero, The League of Regrettable Superheroes. I've been reading it this damn long and I don't know the actual title. I pick one character at random and try and explain them because they are dumb and ridiculous. And I don't know a single person who actually loves a lot of these superheroes because most of them are insane. This is the first time I'm doing it publicly, so I'm not 100% sure how we are actually going to do this. So, first thought is, instead of randomly flipping to a page and then sitting here and trying to pick it, there is, how many pages? 252. All right. I'm gonna pick 3 people at random. The first person gets to pick if we're in the 1, 200s, or zeros, and then the other 2 people get to pick a random number, and we're going to pick that for the page number, okay? All right, sounds great. So, show of hands who wants to pick where we're starting. All right, yes. Behind you. 100s, all right, 100.
Let's do 2 or 27.
All right, 120. 127. I swear to God, if I did this and then somehow we still get one that we already did, I'm going to lose my shit. We are throwing the book out. End of series. Just immediately. We are not... You picked the first one. You picked the first episode. I don't know how that's possible. Do you want to redo? No. 9? All right, someone else. We got another one that we already did. I don't know how that's even possible. Okay, we're skipping 1. We're gonna go still in the 100s. Let's pick a different number. 138. 138. It's not even a speaker around here. What the hell? All right. Come on. Please be someone we haven't gotten already. Y'all fucking suck at this. you got Captain Marvel, which is another one we have. Alright, last one before I pick for you.
142.
142. Thank you. And thank you. Alright. 142. Last shot.
You gotta be kidding me!
How is this possible?
You gotta be kidding me!
Alright, we're doing 200. Someone pick a new number. A lot of them, and they're all random, which is not helpful. Oh, I don't keep count. I have no idea. There's a big ass playlist. 218?
218.
All right. Do you see how hard this is now? Do you see why every single episode starts with me being confused how we've already gotten the character? All right, 218. I swear to God, if this is another one that we have already done, it's not looking good. 2. This was the last one!
What the hell is happening right now?
Next page. All right, next page.
I'm really bad.
All right. Okay. We've finally gotten a character after 6 tries. That is one that we have not done already. All right. Our superhero for the day is called Morlock 2001. If you know what a Morlock is, that's a Marvel character. This is not a Marvel comic, and I don't know how. Morlock 2001. Here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to read this page, and then we're going to break it down. If you want to see the cover of this, the only way that I can describe it is someone being attacked by the Man-Thing, or at least someone's movie interpretation of... someone's movie interpretation of the Man-Thing. This is some random dude covered in moss Attacking Quicksilver is the best way that I can put it. Okay, Morlock 2001. Here is what is written about this character. The lead character of Morlock 2001 may have the most ignoble origin in the history of comics. While other heroes launched their careers from fantastic alien worlds, high-tech laboratories, or your average island paradise, Morlock started life as an eggplant. Proving that heroes are not only born or made, but also sometimes harvested, Morlock was the product of forbidden horticultural experiments in the in the far-flung dystopian future, the year 2001. Confiscated by the brutally repressive regime of world government, the pods containing Morlock and his unhatched siblings revealed plant-human hybrids, beings who looked like men but whose bodies were made of strange fibrocellular structure.
So pre 9/11, got it.
What's up?
I said so pre 9/11, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the dystopian future that happens if 9/11 doesn't happen, apparently.
Okay.
Apparently, plant-human hybrids exist, and they're superheroes. Morlock emerges from his cocoon fully grown, possessing the power of speech, a human form, and a pointy white hairstyle that makes him look like a mascot for a brand of soft-serve ice cream. Evidently, that is exactly the kind of breakthrough the government had been looking for, because they quickly indoctrinate the plant man into their ranks. So if anybody is not following along so far, this man is an eggplant, and for seemingly no reason, he has been turned into a man. For some reason, the government has been doing experiments on eggplants to turn them into soldiers. And then somebody who looks like Quicksilver got mixed with Goku pops out. And they immediately induct him into the military. Government life does not suit Morlock, particularly since this gentle man plant loves peace and can't wrap his rutabaga around the actions of the repressive regime that pays his salary. In fact, as a superhero, Morlock doesn't do much except look awfully good compared to the excess of the futuristic compared to the excesses of the futuristic government. Why is that randomly? Unless that is, you make him angry. So he's the Hulk. This is Hulk if he could photosynthesize. That is the entirety of this character. Okay. What is happening? Apparently I made the microphone angry too. Alright. Like the Hulk, during moments of stress, the gentle Morlock transforms into a terrifying, mindless, super strong monster. Unlike the original comic man monster, however, Morlock doesn't just hop around racking up property damage and mangling the spoken word, he eats people. That's what's written. He just eats people.
I don't think that's a step up.
When his violent alter ego takes over, Morlock, looking to all of the world like a walking radish made out of beef jerky, is just as likely to kill and consume his allies as his enemies. After 2 issues, the decision came out that Morlock had gone about as far as a man-eating vegetable could conceivably go. With his 3rd issue title amended to add, "And the Midnight Men," Morlock meets the leader of said group, who is called the Midnight Man. Wanted by the government, the Midnight Man doesn't take long to realize that an uncontrollable fern that feeds on human beings is less than an asset than a hindrance. With government agents bearing down on him, the Midnight Man puts a bullet in his newfound ally, and then proceeds to blow himself up along with his men and his headquarters, because better death than slavery. How the story may have resolved from there is anyone's guess. Atlas Seaboard folded shortly after. So, just so we're all on the same page, just so we can all make sure that we heard that correctly. 3 issues into this story, 3, they decided that the main character was bad enough of a concept that they introduced some rando who shows up and goes, "Ah, fuck this," and pops the main character and blows up the headquarters. This comic was so bad the entire company folded almost immediately after that 3rd issue rando. By the way, they hated this main character so much that when they added that random guy, they changed the entire title of the book to include that guy in it. I'm assuming because they were hoping that people would connect to this soldier that just shows up and goes, no, this headline that we got, this is bad. This is a bad idea. When was this made? Hold on. This debuted in 1975. We are still in the middle of the 70s. Like, this was approved by the Comics Code Authority. Somehow, this story about a future version of the world government, which they speak English and they're hyper-militarized. It's America. America is making plant human hybrids that are going to join the military. This is what happens in the futuristic terror of 2001. By the way, that's 1975. 2001 was like 20 years from then. That is like, what, 25 years? Tops.
Yeah, about that.
They were like, yeah, in 25 years, everything's going to hell. And we're gonna figure out how to turn an orange into a soldier.
Eggplant.
Eggplant, right. We're gonna figure out how to turn eggplants into human soldiers immediately. And it's gonna be devastating. My question is, if he's an eggplant, why is he white? He's like...
Eggplants technically do start out white and then they get purple as they mature.
Do they have any blue in them? Because he's wearing a blue and white spandex
They
outfit.
don't have any blue, but that's why they're called eggplants, because when they originally start growing on the vine, they look like an egg.
There we go. Okay, we have an explanation as to why he's a snowman, even though he's an eggplant. I'm wondering if his Hulk form is they don't have a picture of his giant monster form in the book.
Please, someone Google that.
What's that?
Based on the dried beef jerky.
Right, dried beef jerky. Maybe purple. That's a great point. There's 3 issues. I won't blame you if Google doesn't have images. I also want to point out that on this cover, it looks like he's turning a man into moss. Like,
We found it!
Oh my god.
oh please. What the fuck? Hold on. So just so everybody can see this, the giant creature is essentially a squid. He turns into
It's
a
gonna turn
giant squid that eats people. Oh god. He turns into essentially a giant squid that eats people.
Oh my god.
And for some, why does he turn into a tentacled monster?
It was the 70s.
Yeah, it's the 70s, but he's an eggplant. How does that change anything?
Well, because they have those flippy vines. We could do this, but worse.
That's gotta be it.
So fine.
Who made this? Please don't be a name Okay, good. I don't recognize either of these names, and I'm not surprised. Listen, there's been like some of these that are like, oh yeah, I co-created Superman, but also this dude whose arms pop off. Like, I was half expecting that this was going to be created by like, oh yeah, and then he went on to, I don't know, make Venom Joker or something. Okay,
That was the Toxic Avenger.
what's that?
That was the Toxic Avenger.
Right. That's a great point. So, I don't think anybody is going to be surprised by the ruling on this one.
No.
What's the vibe? What's the vibe? on it?
Regrettable.
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 Okay, thank you. All right.
Man, that's epic.